Welcome to Glowing Hour. Today we're drinking a pumpkin spice martini, I guess is what we're calling it. Let's see. Oh, it's like really on there. Wow, that's crazy.
It just tastes like a chai latte with like... That's it, actually.
That's crazy.
I don't taste the alcohol.
There is...
I'm scared to get anxious.
Oh, from the
Caffeine.
The caffeine.
Yeah,
maybe don't drink it all. Well, you have bowling tonight. It's a long night.
It's a long night.
It's a long night. Dude, I'm really... Like, I would never order this at a bar. Like, just in general. Like, I wouldn't see it and be like, ooh. I'd be like, that's too much fall.
Sounds crazy.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't really like cinnamon all that much either. Like,
Me either. I think I'm allergic to cinnamon, honestly. A little bit.
drinking a chai pumpkin spice martini.
Might get a little numb.
Okay, well, let's put her down then.
She's good, though. I mean, if you guys like pumpkin spice things, it's delicious.
It's like the nighttime pumpkin spice latte for the season.
Right. You have, well, in that case, get like a decaf chai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're doing like going out.
Like espresso martini vibe. If you're going like...
If you're going out, then keep the chai in. All right. Well,
Coming off a great topic.
Coming off a great topic about men. Let's actually, we kept asking men on TikTok, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Yeah. I
And
asked my
what?
brother too.
They think about it more often than I thought. First of all.
As a general consensus, a majority of the men were... Okay, maybe this is bad of me to think, but the men who didn't think about the Roman Empire, I was like, oh, that's a good guy.
No, facts.
But is it? Like, I don't think it's really indicative of anything, you know?
I had a man tell me he thinks not about the Roman Empire, but about the Greek Empire. And I was like, that wasn't the question, but that probably says something about you.
Yeah, I don't know what it says.
But it says something.
Like goddesses and gods?
I don't know what it says.
I don't think that's the Greek Empire.
That's Greek mythology, girl.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the Greek Empire is about.
Greek Empire. Oh, Julius Caesar.
Oh, right.
Roman Empire.
See, but then my brain goes to...
What's wrong? I'm bad at history, for one.
Listen, let's move on.
Anyways, it's not about that. It's about our Roman Empire.
But anyway, we saw this video that then went into our Roman Empire, where the women's Roman Empire.
Yeah.
The question is, how often do you think about your ex-best friend?
Uh-huh.
And the way I tell you that hit home, that hit hard.
Yeah.
And then, you know what the first question I said to myself was like, which one?
That's not good.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think.
Like, we all have the one that really hurt, and then we have like a few friends who are like,
yeah,
that hurt a little.
Yeah.
Still think about them. You know what I mean?
I honestly think I only have like one that really hurt, but it was like a group.
Right.
Well, not in a way of like, it hurt because she was the one that was the most mean in the situation. Like, it hurt losing them all.
Yeah.
As a group. But like, it hurt the most because she was like, actually
mean.
Really mean.
Yeah.
But how often do I think about it? Probably not as much as these men be thinking about the Roman Empire. Like, not once a week or anything.
Are you serious?
I don't. I really don't.
Wow.
Maybe like, yeah, no, it's maybe like a couple times a year. It's really not that crazy for me. But maybe because it's been a while, I've processed.
I've lost a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And that's to my own demise.
So you're thinking of multiple friendships.
And that's why I'm saying
a different
one.
Okay.
So it's not always the same one, but I think literally maybe like at least weekly, if not like twice a week.
What do you think about them? Like how good the times were or how bad they were?
Mostly just like them in general.
Like how are they?
Like some of them I like, obviously like some of them I still like have on like social media, and so like I'll see their things, and then I think like my brain will like subconsciously like take that information in and then like use it later of like, oh, let's bring this person back up to your mind, and I'm like, okay. So it's mostly just like, oh, like,
is it like fleeting thoughts?
Yeah, like for one, like I saw that they recently got like a boyfriend, and I was just thinking about like all of the times that like she was heartbroken, or like the times we spent together as like single girls, and then like I was just like, oh,
It's kind of like
a different time. And
you
I'm
just
like,
start imagining too.
Yeah. And then I start thinking about like, could we be friends now?
You start kind of like romanticizing the idea of like, maybe we'll rekindle
Yeah.
things, and then it'll be like, remember when?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then it makes me a little sad. And then I'm like, let's not think about it because it's not really necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like if it's and I think like my phone was on some shit lately because then it brought up a different friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like they posted a selfie of themselves. And I was like, why are you showing me this phone? Like it was specifically like
on your
Twitter.
phone. Oh.
Like it gave me a notification that this person like posted.
Oh.
And I was like, why is it showing me that? You know what I mean?
The universe works in funny ways.
And so then I thought about like all of the times we had and like how we're like just completely different people, and like I like wonder about their current best friends. And just stuff like that.
And you're like, I wonder if they're healed. I wonder if they're better people. I wonder if
they're happy in general. Like,
I wonder what they would be into as an adult. That's what I think. I'm like, I wonder if you suck.
Yeah.
Like, have you healed through that trauma that I, looking back, understand you had? In the moment, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was I a bad person to you? Was I a bad person in your plot?
Mm-hmm. I think about that often, that part. Like, what role did I play in your plot?
I don't think about that part. Probably because my ego was just like, no, baby, you were perfectly the good person.
You're good.
Yeah. I think that's part of my problem. But also, the other thing is, like, you see them on social media. I don't follow anyone. So for me, that's probably why I don't think about them as much.
Yeah. For me, it's because some of these weren't amicable, but, like, a lot of them just, like, separated over time.
Kind of.
Yeah, like, it was just, like, over time, just, like, slowly dissipated the friendship. Like, for the first one that I brought up, I can't even remember why we really stopped talking. Like, I don't remember if there was a specific fight, and maybe that's to my own fault, but, like, maybe she knows, but it's just, like, and it's, for me, that's, like, a big theme in my life, where, like, I constantly, like, miss people from my past. And with her, like, I just think about, like, the friendship that was when we were young, and so I'm, like, I just think, like, what did I do? Or, like, why can't we be friends now? And I'm like, you just have to accept that maybe it's just not
Yeah, but if you're
anymore.
feeling, like, strongly inclined.
But it's also not just on me, though. Like, I can't just...
No, but it takes two.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I tried to reach out.
Oh, you did try to reach out.
In small ways.
What's small? Like, liking a story is not reaching out. Don't you dare.
No. Like... I feel like
like inviting to something.
I invited them to something like 2 years ago.
Okay, girl.
Didn't show up.
Okay, but like that's a big thing, right? Like I'd say keep trying. I'd say that's not like
my God, no, but then I like respond to their stories a lot, and like it's very minimal. It's like a thank you or like responding responding to what I said. Like it doesn't feel like
social media is hard. I will say. I mean? But on your end too, like social media, like you're just responding to a story. They're like, she's just being nice. You know, like you both have this like version of reality.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like I put too much effort, and I feel like I'm like just like doing the most, and it's like maybe I just like if they wanted they would. You know what I mean?
That's how they think about you.
But I do. At least it's a small reach. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've said things before. It's like, hey, like, we should hang out. I haven't seen you so long. And it's like, yeah, we should. And then, like, when I invite them to things, they don't come. And then it's like,
okay, yeah.
I reach out about small things. And it's time to let it go.
Okay, then yeah.
You know?
Like, if you feel like you've genuinely put it all out there.
Yeah.
Then
and then I recently, like, I think about this friend, a different friend. I think about this friend who I spoke slightly about we're not friends anymore, I guess.
It's ex-best friend
part. But like I had spoken about them on the podcast. One of our episodes we talked about like drugs and stuff, and like I think they got offended by something that I said.
What? You've never told me this?
Yeah.
What? They reached out? Or no?
Well,
what?
no, they didn't reach out, but they tweeted something and then unfollowed me.
You're lying.
No, and Jen had sent it to me, like, the tweet, and she was like, is this about the episode? And I was like, I had no idea, like, that it offended them. So if you're
But,
listening, I'm really
okay.
sorry. That's not something that I meant to offend. It was just like literally I was on drugs and
What did you say? Was it offensive?
no, I think I just had said like because I was on drugs, the environment that
Wasn't fitting.
It wasn't fitting for what I was feeling.
Yeah, and you left the room.
And I left the room.
I
I don't
think
feel
that's
like I had said
mean.
anything more than that.
But like, I just feel like also it was a really long time ago.
Yeah, that too.
And you're being honest. It's like a lot to like unfollow somebody over something that happened. Like also we're not even friends right now. So like, I don't know, you know, it just seemed
We
like
weren't
a reach.
even like super friends then. You know what I mean? Like the last time I had seen them was like when Logan and I first started dating. And we saw each other at a party and I was like, oh my god, it's so nice to see you.
Well, like maybe it wasn't even personal. Maybe for one, maybe it wasn't about you. You know, the tweet.
Yeah, but why did I get unfollowed?
Just coincidence. Crazy coincidences.
Crazy.
I'm just saying. Sometimes I'd be doing shit and then I'm like, maybe that looked bad.
I don't know. I think there is I feel like it was confirmed somehow that it was about that.
The stars aligned and it's fact. She's mad.
Think about people like that and I'm like, we were such good friends, you know, but then also like
I feel like
I've also talked about like friends being shitty to me because of boyfriends and like that's like similar people, like those are all within the same like friend group at the time, but like we were all fucking children and that's like mostly of what I'm saying is like we were different people. But I still think about you, you know.
Yeah, I think like the struggle of like why we think about ex best friends like as our Roman Empire is because like our friends like built us.
Yeah.
In a way.
We all raised each other.
And it wasn't in a way of like literally teaching each other necessarily, like actively teaching each other anything, but just like the memories that we built together made us the people we are now. Whether it turned out good
100%,
or bad.
100%.
You know? Like the Roman Empire, I don't know, good or bad, we learned a lot of things from that, I'm sure, and that's why men are thinking about it or something.
Men are like, I think about how my masculinity was grown, and then we're like, oh, my friendships were the most important.
It's the epitome of the masculine and the feminine perspective.
Like my Roman Empire is like thinking about specifically a memory with that friend where like it was us and another girl. We had like ridden bikes we were like in our bike era.
Bike era was real.
And we had gone all over town and when we got home, my legs were hurting so bad, and I had to take like so many pain meds that she gave me.
I love that this is the memory.
But then like, okay, so then that happened, and then we got really spooked that like somebody was trying to come into the house, and then it just ended up being like her sister, and then we just like laughed about it, and then we like laid in her parents' bedroom because it's the biggest bed, and we just like talked about really like existential stuff. And just started all crying together and just like staring at the ceiling, and that's like one of the best memories that I have. Like,
it's like pivotal moments.
So as much as
in friendships,
as I can say, like the environment was not it when I was on acid.
Yeah, like okay, that's
that memory is more prevalent to me than the acid one.
That was just like we were talking about drugs.
Yeah,
it wasn't like this is my friendship. This is the epitome of my friendship with this person.
Yeah, but anyway, that the Roman Empire, I think about these things like all the time. Where like, and it's not like I will stay focused on it the whole time, but like my brain will think about it for like 10 minutes, like straight. It's almost like you have like this like record play, like you have a record playing of it, and then it just like, oh, you just stop it, and then you put it back on the shelf for a sec. You know what I mean?
I feel like I do that all the time. I mean, sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's like ex-boyfriends.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like I think my Roman Empire is like between the two.
Yeah.
Right? Like ex-boyfriend memory and ex-best friend memory.
How often do you think about your ex-boyfriend and how often do you think about your best
I
friend?
won't actively admit that I think about my ex-boyfriend.
No.
Like we wouldn't be naming the episode that because we're not giving
them
like you have to listen to the full episode to find this out, babe. Yeah, okay?
At 16 minutes.
Thank you so much. But it's true though, and it's not in a way like, oh my god, well, I mean, for best friends, maybe. It's
the best friends for sure, sometimes.
Like, nostalgic.
Yeah.
But for boyfriends, it's like, that really fucked me up.
Literally, though.
It's like, that's crazy they disrespected me that much.
Yeah.
And then you get sad, and you're like,
yeah,
I can't believe I put up with that.
But then sometimes I feel like my brain, I mean, not anymore, but when I was, like, single, my brain would play the nice things that they did. And like actually even like to this day, I feel like I try to how am I so negative about myself, but then I bring everybody to this anyway.
Yeah, fuck
it's
that.
another conversation. But like I'll bring them to a light that's like, oh, like, you know, they were going through things, we were all just children, like blah blah blah.
I wasn't doing things and I was going through things, okay? I'm sorry.
But I put them in that light, and then like I literally have to read back things that were said to me and
literally.
about me, and I'm like, oh.
And it doesn't
like,
mean they're to this day bad people.
No,
it just means they didn't respect you.
But it validates why that never happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, for good reasons.
For good reason.
This didn't work out.
It's just nuts.
Yeah, and I think that's why maybe, like, the best friend's more prevalent, because usually it's less, like...
Yeah.
Traumatic.
Well,
sometimes.
It's traumatic, but it's, like, it's so redeemable, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could be if y'all both wanted to.
For us, anyway, ex-boyfriends, it's like...
Like, ouch, that really
that's
hurt.
not coming back. Like, we're not gonna make a comeback from this. No comeback, kid. Like, like, yeah. I won't even go further on that. But, like, I think ex-boyfriends and, like, things I put up with. Maybe because I'm in my dating era that it's more prevalent to me. But also, I mean, I did just rekindle with a quote-unquote ex-best friend. I don't know if you would say that. Yeah, no, but, actually, like...
But that took a
big space in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking about that friendship, oh my god, yeah, I was probably thinking about it all the time. Well, and that's because I actively wanted to rekindle it, though. Versus maybe just, like, reminiscing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think that goes back to, like, the conversation we have often when we talk about friendships is, like, friendships are, like, it hurts more because, like, you thought that was forever. Mm-hmm. With, like, boyfriends, you can think about, like, oh,
I knew that was either going to be it or not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that wasn't it. But, like, with friendships, you're like, you were supposed to be here the whole time. And now you're not. And now there's this void that keeps playing in my head.
Of, like, what if? You see, this is my thing. Okay. I'm going to reveal, like, a tiny bit of my life right now. I've had, like, my first healthy split from somebody. And not a breakup, because we were not together. But, like, healthy split from somebody that I was interested in. Mm-hmm. And it feels more like best friend breakup in terms of, like, the, like, adultness, I guess. Like, just, like, of it being, like, the what ifs, I guess.
Okay.
So, in that way, like, I can think of that in a more, like, positive, nostalgic way versus, like, the negative, obvious, like, someone who fucking did me dirty. Because sometimes life like, I'm thinking about different scenarios of, like, best friend breakups and, like, why I don't really think so fondly of certain people. And then the one I rekindled, like, for obvious reasons, clearly I rekindled it. So there was good things more than the bad, or, like, out of our control, I guess, situations. And, like, when it comes to breakups, the bad ones, man, they just
you don't give it a second thought. Well, you do, but, like, not because of that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely gave a lot of second, third chances, but but once I'm done, you know? And maybe that's my problem, because probably when I wasn't done with those bad exes, I was thinking fondly of them.
Yeah. No, and that's definitely true.
My Roman Empire.
Your Roman Empire.
Forgiving people. What else could be, like, a woman's Roman Empire, though? Like, what else are we thinking about all the time?
I think our Roman Empire is, like, pop culture. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, ask me any question about any pop culture. Maybe not any, but, like, relevant to, like, my age group. I can give you any fact. Ask me something about the Greek Empire. I don't know. Katy Perry.
How old is she? I don't even know the answer, so. I feel like she's like
38.
I was gonna say, like, 41. So maybe somewhere in that range.
Just look it up.
What's his name? Russell Brand. I wanted to watch his documentary, but it was only available in the UK. Not his documentary, but a documentary about him. You're lying. No. He's disgusting. He sucks. Kick him out.
I think he's similar, which...
Are you about to redeem him?
Take this to a fucking... Like, take this with a grain of salt.
Okay.
He is similar... To me, he is similar as, like... Even, I think, less so worse than, like, Andrew Tate. Like, where they have good qualities, where they're talking about certain things that are great, and then they just spoil it. You know what I mean?
But what is his documentary about? Isn't it about him, like, abusing women?
I don't know.
Russell Brand, yeah. I swear I just saw someone talk about it on TikTok, and that's why I found it. It's called... Yeah, I can't remember it. Russell Brand. I don't know, but it's only in the UK. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's so silly.
He's famous in the US. Like, I'd like to see it.
Which one?
In Plain Sight.
Did he put this on himself?
No, I think someone made it about him. I think.
Did he respond to it?
He has allegations, though, right? That's what it is?
I don't know. I didn't even know about his allegations.
That's what I thought, because remember, everyone was talking about Katy Perry again and her documentary when he breaks up with her. And everyone was like, she couldn't reveal why.
This motherfucker was posting 5 hours ago. He doesn't give a fuck about this thing.
This little documentary only available in the UK. Fuck.
Well, he has a video called "So This Is Happening," and then it says "So." Oh, he's talking about something completely different.
Wow.
He has no acknowledgement of what's going on. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You can watch it here if you sign in. This thing that's called 4.
Like Chan 4, like black.
Oh, for like 4chan?
What? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well.
Anyway,
that's totally side
yeah.
note.
Again, though, like my Roman Empire
pop culture
when he fucking broke up with her.
I mean, I don't think about that like specifically, but like, ooh, Brittany Murphy dying.
Roman Empire. Literally like so many VMA performances. Miley Cyrus.
Anything Miley Cyrus for poles.
The pole.
Dancing on a wrecking ball. Well, not sitting on it, I guess, swinging. Just Hannah Montana. Like, as a whole.
Roman Empire. I don't know.
Twilight.
Literally anything pop culture.
Like, what am I actually thinking about once a week? Like, what do I think about once a week? Myself.
Me.
I think about me, myself, and I, and my problems. That's my Roman Empire. Me. Actually, though, men need to worry more about themselves.
Enough said.
And that's that.
Speak enough.
No.
I forgot to talk about it in the episode, but like the way that Barbie really infiltrates that conversation, where like even the movie states to the men, like, you don't need not in like men don't need women, but like you don't need a woman to be valuable. You don't need to be a provider in that way to be valid and useful in society. You know what I mean? Like, men, go watch Barbie.
Oh, there's so much to say there.
Like,
you're about to open a can of worms and I won't open it. Because I was like, well, they've always thought that. But, no, but yes. Anyways, you guys. Hopefully you thought this week's content was interesting, fun, engaging. We will put something in the polls again. Let's see. What can we put in the polls?
Just like,
what's your Roman Empire?
What's your Roman Empire?
Literally, what is your Roman Empire?
Let us know. In
a few short words, and we'll share them on Instagram because we want to know. What is everyone thinking about once a week? Is it you? If it's you, that's fine.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, where like you give us the answer. Yeah. If you're listening on Spotify specifically, there's a poll at the bottom of the episode page. You look at the little description. But if you're in any other platform, just head to our Instagram and comment on the trailer's video and tell us what your Roman Empire is.
Yeah. Engage in any way you can. Rate the podcast. Follow us on everything. Or like Mel likes to say, share us with somebody that you know, because that also helps a ton. So we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you have a good Halloween weekend.
What fun!
Dude.
Just tune in to see what we're doing. Maybe we'll post on our
story. Drunk. Probably. Anyways. Bye, you guys.
Bye.